Okay, let me finish it. My camera cut off. Let's see, where was I at? Gotta hurry up. Let's just see. No, I don't need to hurry up. Anything rushed is not worth taking. Nope. I shouldn't have said that. Okay, we have right here, God wanted you to put the brakes on going over there to shoot at your husband, and wanted your husband to put the brakes on molesting children. But also God want the brakes to be put on something as far as in jail, whatever it is. And God wants the brakes to be put on the justice system here as far as this time they gave you, and for them to straighten this out and change your time. Okay, so we have right here that you're dealing with somebody sadistic, your husband over there, somebody that was among who put you in, any whoever it was, I don't know. Somebody from the jury, the prosecutor, your judge, or whoever, I have no idea. Somebody sadistic, and whoever the people are, I don't know which one it is. Or somebody in the jail, right? So it says right here that you are still here, God says, right? Because somebody died, a man in your life, somebody you know. I don't know who it was, a relative or who this is, right? God say release your loved one. Release your loved one. It's okay. And I don't feel like it's your husband, because I don't think you'll be sitting. I don't think, no, it's somebody died though, whoever it is. Okay. Unless they haven't died yet and they're gonna die. Some kind of way somebody died. It says kindred spirit, like they already have. You're dealing with a biller who want money, or you want money from a biller, or back then your husband wanted money from a biller, or your husband was getting paid by you or something like that. So that's why he was hanging on and doing a job for you. He's an employee, a partner, or whatever, or somebody in jail want money from you, or whatever's going on, or you want money from somebody in jail. Maybe you got a job in jail, or whatever God talking about right here. I don't know. Could be another lawyer. I don't know. Let's just flow a little bit. Somebody was taking you for a joke back then, your husband, or somebody in jail, saying, yeah, me too. You might be saying you're innocent. Yeah, me too. Get what I'm saying? Somebody in jail. Anything like that. Whatever this is. Okay. It says you can't buy me. Somebody trying to buy you. I'm ruined here. I have skills. Your husband saying whatever he's saying back then because you didn't approach him and all, and he want to say whatever to get you to not talk or forgive him or whatever, and you feel like, no, I have skills. I'm ruined here. You done messed up everything. You done ruined my reputation or whatever, or anything as far as jail and somebody in jail. Who you want to get out of, well, you want to get out of the cell you have, or the job you working in jail, or whatever this is God talking about. But you are ruined there. You have skills, you ruined there. You don't need to be in there. 2 years maximum. That's what I hear God saying, and you should have been out of there, right? Yeah. So it says right here that evidence is about money. If they keep you longer than 2 years, it's because of money. Because you get money for each inmate, just like schools get money for each child. If they do anything for the child or not, they get money for that child. Get what I'm saying? Just like prison, you get money. Evident. You get what God's saying? It's evident. It's about regular money that comes for the inmate. You ruined there. You got skills. You don't belong in there past no 2 years. Okay? They didn't see your worth, and they didn't see that you was worthy, right? Also, your husband back then didn't see the worth of the children, didn't see that they was worthy, didn't see that you was worthy, or somebody you dealing with in jail in general don't see your worth or whatever's going on here. Okay, we have right here, you asked your husband back then, did you do it? And you weren't trying to impress him. You wanted to know, did you do it? Bottom line. Or maybe the judge or whatever, one of those people, prosecutors might ask you, did you do it? They weren't trying to impress you. They just wanted to know, did you do it? Or you said it to your husband or somebody, as far as in the prison is saying something about, did you do something? And they not trying to impress you as far as they're speaking, or you asking them. Okay, it says right here, you gotta have faith over all. You have faith over all back then. Maybe that this man didn't do what you thought he did. You was having faith over all. You was leaving the children with your husband, right? And having a bubble of God's protection around those children, feeling they was going to be okay. That's why you left them. I feel myself that you wouldn't have left the children with your husband, if you didn't know that they would be safe. I feel that deeply, deeply, right? So we hear right here that you need God's protection around you, right? Bubble of protection to have faith that your time get cut down, because God wants your time cut down like a 2-year span. That's it. But you need God's bubble of protection around you, dealing with anybody as far as in that jail might be asking you, did you do something? And they not trying to impress. Get what I'm saying? Somebody who sadistic, somebody who might try to start some trouble. Because we have right here transporting of drug and infection. So back then, your husband doing whatever to the children could have had some kind of, the children was kind of infection, or inside the jail they could be given pills or anything like that. Or it could be like COVID is going on still, and it could be where you might get COVID, somebody around you might get COVID, anything like that. But it says right here that back then you rose to the occasion to beat your husband at his own game, and that means you went to go after him. But he rose to the occasion to beat you at your own game. That meant he made it seem like he was a good provider, but he wasn't, and he went doing different things he did to the children. You was protecting the children, but he went and he did the opposite. As far as in jail, as far as the court system, they rose to the occasion to beat you at your own game, because they felt like they didn't like the idea you want shooting your husband, because they feel like you not in charge, you not the law. So they wanted to beat you at your own game, and they rose toward and put you in jail for 4 years. Or somebody inside the jail you having problems with, or will have problems with, who's going to beat you at your own game, or they going to rose to the occasion, or you are, however it's flowing. You had a sixth sense over here, intuition God gave you. That's when you went hunting him down, and God said camouflage wouldn't work, and you was going to go after him, because camouflage wouldn't work, because when you see something, you see something. Follow me? Over here, in jail, some kind of way, you got a sixth sense about something, and camouflage won't work. Somebody got COVID, somebody passing drugs, somebody doing something. Okay, right here, you want your credits, your inheritance. As far as if you're working in jail, you want the money owed you. Okay, or as far as the court system, your inheritance, your credits. So only what is owed to you, you want. You don't want 4 years, because you don't deserve 4 years. You're not owed 4 years. God's saying 2 years. You didn't murder your husband. Your husband is in some jail serving time, walking around. We got people that murdering people, and they won't even give them no time. All kind of nonsense. No, that's not acceptable by God. Talking will be the only way for you to heal with this situation with your husband over here, with the court system throwing you behind bars like you a terrible criminal. When it's people who kill people, they won't even put in jail, and then you dealing with whatever inside jail, that's whatever's going on there too. Talking will be the only way to heal. And you got him right in the healing. Whoa, shoot. So we had right here, a warrant came back then some kind of way for your arrest, and you went to jail. Follow me? You went to jail, right? Then when you went to court or whatever, right, you went there and still some paperwork got done, and then you got moved over to the actual prison or whatever, right? But God wanted to turn this card around. We see the balloons, right? Listen to me. We see the balloons, right, on this card, right? That means celebration, the other meaning, right? God wants some balloons and celebrations, right? Because God want to bring you out of that place, right? So that means we're going to be on some kind of place to help you get out. You see bail's bond, but I got to turn it around because we talking about you getting free in 2 years. Follow me? Where we can see the balloons, celebration. And we're going to have whatever place that's going to help you. Justice Department, whoever it is that's going to help you. Because somebody's going to help you. Because God wants somebody to help you because God wants you out of there. God wants you out of that rink-a-dink place. Okay, let's just flow. So we have right here, this is the funeral parlor card, right? So somebody you know died, whoever he was, and he ended up here. A man. I don't know who it is. And the other meaning is drug treatment. So I don't know if your husband's on drugs back then. I don't know if somebody in his jail you're around on drugs. I just don't know. Could be transporting of a drug and somebody need drug treatment that's in there around you, anything like that. I don't know. Follow me? Or we can turn it around to you inside this jail. I never turn it around like this, but I'm going to do it for your storyline because I got to work the storyline. This right here, this is for where you house bodies when you don't treat it like the jewel it is. A funeral parlor. A funeral parlor. Get what I'm saying? So, you inside that jail in a dead place, right? Because you're not getting be able to grow and thrive like you should be able to. Well, okay. You want to know, did he really even care at one point back then, your husband? And what was in the door of his mind to do something like that? But then we hear the judge, the lawyer, or whoever it is. We got to put it with any of them people who put you behind bars. The jury, the judge, and the lawyer. Whoever put you behind bars, whoever, any of those people, because they are responsible. All of them that did that, right? When it was all over with, right? So it says right here, you want to know what was in the door of their mind. Did they really even care anything about you when they threw that out there? Whatever they said or decided on or whatever behind closed doors or whatever, right? So we have over here inside this jail. So you dealing with somebody inside the jail that want to know what's inside the door of your mind, or did you really care? Or you want to know if somebody really cared as far as something going on in jail. So we have right here a dangerous lover, your husband over here that had a lot going on, a Pied Piper, right? So we have over here in jail is somebody in jail. Dangerous lover, got a lot going on. A dangerous love, it could be somebody in jail that act like a man, because a dangerous lover is a man. Follow me? So it could be a god or a woman that dressed like a man, act like a man. It got a lot going on that's trying to come on to you or anything like that. Anything like that. Yeah. So I'm going to leave it at this because I'm looking at something going to come about, and you be out of there within about a 2-year span, not no 4 years, that you write the letters, fill out the paperwork or whatever God wants you to do, because God's going to put it in your mind, everything to do, every step, just like I'm doing these cards, and everything that's on these cards God told me when God told me to do it. Get what I'm saying? And it made the story, right? God going to give you every detail in your mind on who to call, not who to call. You probably can't call nobody, but who to write. Because God is going to be what you call, strategic. I want to say it right. Strategic. That's how you say that word. Who to write, when to write, what to write. Get what I'm saying? Mail it off, let it fly, and let God just control. Let it fly, let God lead. Get what I'm saying? Let it fly. Once you write it, let the words go on that paper, mail it, let it fly, leave it in God's hands. Get what I'm saying? Not just one, but more than one. Right? So that's what I'm looking at with Miss Weems. God says 2 years for Miss Weems, and we want it to be 2 years too, because you don't deserve to be in like you somebody who murdered someone. You're not in for manslaughter. You didn't kill this man. So no. Evident is spousal. Not spousal support. Let me stop. That's the wrong phrase. I made a mistake. Evident is about money. Regular money that comes. Get what I'm saying? You are a person Each body get money, just like school. Each child is money attached to each child coming at school. Get what I'm saying? Each prisoner is money. Get what God's saying? God don't want you in there no 4 years for nobody to get money off of you because you don't deserve it. God say you're a queen, and God wants you to be a queen, right? Get on your throne. You didn't kill anybody. People who kill people seem like they won't even put in jail. So God not wanting you to be in there because there's got to be some spiritual justice for you, Miss Weems, and God going to do it. So God going to make that happen, spiritual justice. There's going to be some spiritual justice for Miss Weems because God wants you out of there. You was mistreated. Being sentenced to 4 years is mistreatment, is unjust. And God wants you free. God wants you in it for at least 2 years because I guess God feel you deserve that because you injured your husband. And we're going to leave it like that for whatever his pain and suffering or whatever it was. That's it. So this is the bracelet wand. Peace to Miss Weems.